couple of driver boards from a Star Trek The Next Generation. I'm not sure what the other game was, but there are 2 driver boards. And a Rotten Dog AUX 8 driver board, which I really dislike these things. He changed the design of them, and it's just not good because the schematics don't match the OEM. Anyway, I've done as much as I can for it, and I think I got this thing working. It's critical that this board work because it controls the under playfield diverter coils on Star Trek The Next Generation, which are so often damaged. So let's get right into solenoid test, and I'll make it run. The big problem with Star Trek The Next Generation is the diode tieback connection that connects to one side of the upper single drop target. Those solenoids that we're just turning on over here are driven by this 8 driver board, so that's a good thing. That wire either comes off or somebody takes it off or whatever, makes a poor connection, and it is a poor connection. It's a IDC connector connection on the AUX 8 driver board. So anybody with a Star Trek The Next Gen, I would recommend that you surf on over to the Pin Wiki and see what's recommended to fix that problem. Oh, very nice. There's a couple of flashers that are apparently driven by this solenoid driver board also. And the lamps are all working properly. This board is good. Let's put the second board on the bench, but first the voltages are right on for each of them. And here's the second board. And both these boards underwent the same modifications. Cap C2, there was a little corrosion on this one, but I've cleaned that up. Cap C4, Cap C5. The other board had a F111 blown. I changed all the power headers, including where the unregulated 12 volts is sourced. Power output, very critical, and the general illumination headers also. So let's get this one into test. Actually, it's into test. Let me get the test advancing. And why were those 2 solenoids on for a longer duration is because these 2 solenoids move the gun motors, and you have to pulse them for a longer duration so that it can be seen on the playfield. GI working properly. This one also had a problem with the general illumination. This circuit was burned, so I had to correct that with a rivet. Correct that through hole with a rivet. So all the flash lamps are working properly. So this is another board that is good to go. Here's your voltages. 491, that's a little low, but it shouldn't be a problem. Really, I know people say anything below, pick a number. They think that's a problem, but that's not really the problem. The problem is the amount of current that's getting through here, and that's entirely due to, in most cases, the quality of the connectors. Star Trek The Next Generation also has a Z connector, which I always recommend removing. If it's your game and you're going to keep it a long time, you should remove that connector. So thank you so much for sending these 2 PowerDriver boards and the AUX 8 driver board.